Hi, it's Dr. Karin. Your intuition is the strongest, most powerful tool that you have in your life to direct your journey. I know it can be confusing to know which is your intuition and which is your monkey mind. Stay tuned to this video and I'll show you how to tap into your true intuition. Your intuition is the most powerful tool that you have to direct your life path in the right direction. But for most of us, it's actually been turned down. In this video, I'm going to give you simple ways to activate your intuition so that you can tap into the most powerful tool that you have going for you. First, what is intuition? So your intuition is a sacred knowing that you were born with as a spiritual being having a human experience. It's the innate within you that knows exactly where to go, exactly what to do. It's your higher self speaking to you directly through God, through that divine source of energetic wisdom running through you. It's actually centered at your pineal gland on your third eye. That is where it becomes activated. And for many of us, it's been turned down for many reasons as we've grown up. And I want to help you learn how to activate this intuition, this what I call your sacred GPS inside of you. So let's move forward. So if you're like 99% of people walking around on the planet today, your intuition got turned down as you were growing up. You were taught to not trust yourself, not to lean on your own understanding, but instead to do what everybody else was telling you to do, to live your life to satisfy other people, to go outside of yourself for opinions, for validation, to do all the Google searching that you can to make you crazy, instead of looking inward for the answers, going into that place of sacred knowing. I mean, I have a PhD in counseling. I know how important it is as you're going down your path, making important life choices, to weigh the pros and the negatives. And that can really, really help. But I want to tell you at the end of the day, before you even started weighing all those pros and cons as you're trying to make decisions, you already knew the answer deep inside of you. We just are taught not to trust yourself. So I want to remind you and just give you some grace. The fact that you don't trust your own intuition is not your fault. Society has completely brainwashed you, to use a strong word, but it's true. They brainwashed us to make us think that we cannot trust our inner knowing. But here's the deal. Our planet right now, as a collective, is up-leveling. We're up-leveling in consciousness, and that means that we are up-leveling individually as conscious human beings. And as we're doing that, we're breaking away from these old paradigms of power and control. And the reason that our intuition, our third eye, our place of inner knowing was turned down is because all these systems have been so used to, for generations, having control over people, having control over you. And that paradigm is breaking. And this is why I'm here. This is part of my spiritual calling on this planet, to help you understand that you were born a sovereign being to make your own choices, and that there's no one outside of you that can make your choices for you, for your own body, for your life direction, for who you love, for what you decide to call yourself. That's all decided by the innate in it within you. So let's move forward and look at some ways that you can tap into that innate, that powerful intuition, and move to a place of higher consciousness. So before I give you my very simple but very powerful method of how to tap into your intuition, if you like this information, could you go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I'm dropping videos like this every week to help you raise your consciousness. So there are all kinds of things that you can do to keep your spiritual pathways in your body clear, and that means taking care of yourself, eating food that is healthy, moving your body, meditating. All of that is really important, but I want to give you a really specific technique of how to tap into your intuition that Spirit gave me about 2 years ago, and I use this all the time. I use it with clients, and it's beautiful because you will get the message direct from your higher self. What I want you to do next time you have a question for yourself and you're wondering if you should go this way or that way, pause. Take a deep breath. So when you take a deep breath, what you're doing, and I advise you to breathe from the bottom of your spine or the bottom of your belly, all the way up your spine, all the way up through your energy centers, all the way up to the crown of your head. I bet you want to take a deep breath right now. Go ahead and do it. Because what you're doing when you take that deep breath, and why breath work is so important right now, is you actually open and activate your energy centers, and you make the communication of your mind, body, and heart more fluid, and wisdom is more easily able to travel through your body into your heart and into your mind and into your knowing, okay? So that deep breathing is really important. And when you take that deep breath, I want you to ask yourself, ask your higher self, ask Source, it's all the same, it's all connected, the question that you want the answer to. And then what I want you to do is I want you to follow your natural breath as it goes and travels down into your lung, into your heart center, and into your soul. And your answer is there. And I know this sounds very simplistic, but if you can get into that place of feeling centered, now what's gonna happen usually is you may get the voice of your mom, the voice of the what if, the voice of the overanalyzing. And by the way, every time you overanalyze, you're actually lowering your vibration. So keep that in mind. So we're not doing any analyzing, any pros and cons, any overthinking. So, think about your smartphone. Swipe all of the opinions, all of the advice, all of the what ifs out of your mind, because it'll probably happen a few times as you ask that question. This is a practice, so give yourself time to learn how to perfect this method. Again, take a deep breath. Follow your breath down to your heart center. Ask the question. Maybe the question is, we talk a lot about attracting soulmates. So let's say maybe there's someone you want to go out with and you're not sure if this is the person that you want to go out with. I don't like to use the word should actually, because there's a little bit of judgment in that. So let's use the word want, okay? Replace the word should with the word want in these questions. That's actually a very important technique, a little twist to when you ask yourself questions, because in the word want, what it will draw up from your intuition is a divine knowing of your true desires, your innate needs and desires, which are specific to you, which are always activating the highest path for you. So let's start again. So do I really want to go out with this person? Drop into this heart-centered space, and your answer will actually be immediately there. And I know it sounds simple, but I promise you, your inner being, your inner guidance is waiting to simply activate itself. Now, some of you may actually hear something. That's a pretty small percentage of people, but congratulations, you're clairaudient if you actually heard something. What you'll likely feel, which is also very high on the spiritual development scale, is a contraction or an expansion at your core. So that is your answer. It's an emotional response to your question. So when you ask, do I want to go out with that person? You will feel an immediate expansion. Expansion feels like lightness. It feels like a little flutter. If you feel a feeling of lightness and activation and expansion, that's a yes. And you guys have felt this a million times. I'm just telling you what it is. It's your intuition. If you feel like a twist in your gut, not in your mind, a twist in your gut, like maybe you're trying to talk yourself into going out with this person because maybe your mom really wants you to go out with them, or your coworker, or you're feeling a lot of pressure, or they keep hitting you up on text and you feel obligated to go out with them, that's actually a pretty low vibration and not a sign that you should go out with somebody. So let's go again. Do I want to go out with that person? If you feel that contraction in your gut, that is your no. That is your intuitive soul's voice, your higher self telling you exactly which direction to go. Pretty awesome, right? Now, finally, the other thing that you can do to help your intuition stay active is to know that the universe is working with you. Source, God, the universe, nature, it's all working with you to help to enhance the messages that are coming through you and that are coming to you to activate that place of intuitive knowing within you. So pay attention to your signs and signals, to synchronicities. So as you're moving in the world, synchronicities that are things that happen that seem to be coincidences. This can be the number 1111 showing up. This can be the person that you just thought about all of a sudden being next to you in the grocery store. This can be anything that you were just thinking about or that you really wanted to show up in your life and it just happens to show up. Those are the universe working in tandem with you. Those experiences are the universe activating the sacred co-creation of your intuition, working with the power of source and the power of the universe, because the universe is wired to help you succeed in happiness. You just have to believe it and trust yourself so that you can get there, because I want for you what you want for you, and that is for you to attract the happiest, most vibrant, most abundant life that you can. And I can promise you, the one thing that is always directing you that direction is your own sacred GPS, your own intuition. So I hope that these tips helped you, that you can follow them and find the life that is magnetizing all the joy that you desire. So if this video made you feel activated in a way that you really want to feel more of, I have something free for you. You can click the link below to get your spot in a free masterclass I have to give you the 3 keys to activating your rebel soul. I'll see you there.